to Coding Projects here again. Today we are going to be creating a torch using the RGB unit. Let's start by creating a project. I'm going to call mine torch. As usual, call it whatever you want. I'm going to use a core 2 and confirm. So today's aim is to create a torch with a switch over here on our screen, and using the units here, using the RGB unit. So I'm going to use the A port because that is the first port on the core 2. I'm going to confirm that, and it will come up with the initiate RGB number 3. This just tells you tells the device how many RGB LEDs there are connected to it. If you look down onto hardware down here, then you will see the unit section. It may look like this. There is going to be the RGB section just under there, which will come up looking like this. So you can use this block here, the set index color number, and then color palette. Pretty self-explanatory, you just enter the thing. Note with this one, it starts at 0, so for the 3 RGB LEDs, you would have index value of 0, an index value of 1, and an index value of 2. So that would set up one unit, because one unit, as in the picture, has 1, 2, 3 LEDs. You can also use the fill color one block that just sets all of the LEDs that you specified to whatever color you choose, whether that be RGB, hex value, whatever. And then finally there's the brightness control. That's pretty self-explanatory as well. It just changes the brightness between 0 and 100. So I'm just going to get rid of all those blocks, and we're going to start by designing the UI. So click the UI edit and bring up this screen. Grab a switch and drag it into the center of your screen. I'm going to use the horizontal align and the vertical align to get it perfectly lined up in the center. So the first thing we need to do is we need to grab our core 2 and we need to plug in our RGB unit. Here is the RGB and here is the end of the breaker. So we're going to plug that in. Then we're going to click run on our code. The last thing we have to do is we need to run our code. And we're going to do that by connecting our USB cable, and then we're going to click run. We're going to select our USB port and connect, and then we are going to run our program. With something like this. Don't worry about that, that is specific to my device. My device seems to have an I2C driver install error. We'll figure that out in a later episode. So now we are going to go back to our camera view where we will see our torch in action. So now we have clicked run on our code, and we should have a nice big button in the center of our screen to switch. We can't see very well with the contrast on our screen, but there we go, that's a bit better. And now we are going to go ahead and turn the lights off. So we have no light in our area. So now you should be able to see, it's not very clear, but I'm going to switch on the light. There you go, there we have it, a light. So now you can see the whole So yeah, it switches off and it switches on with the press of the switch. So that is using the new switch in the M5 UI. You need to update to the newest version of firmware. This doesn't work with firmware below something like 2.3.2. So if you have a firmware less than 2.3.2, then get the M5 burner and burn the newest version of UIFlow 2 firmware. But yeah, that's all for today. This is a very short video, so